Today's sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Mike, ready? Mike, 5-4. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Round 80. Mike, 54. It's our time. It's our time. 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So that'll back them up 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Motion.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 26. Pass 85. Pass
85. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Check back. Check back.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Moss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Round 80. Here we go. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey.
Here's McKissick. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch tight, tight end. Three out. Shoot. 57's Mike. Mike 50. Watch the screen.
Allen now throwing again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go, 56. 5 wide. Give me some. Here we go. Smooth. You got tight right there.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
5. 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57. Mike, 57. So don't say nothing. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And I'm coming after you. 57.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
65. Alert! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got one.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Yeah, he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Right there. Round 80. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Alert. 54 Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's it, huh?
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Get it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Bravo. 70, Indy.
Mike, 46. Mike, go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards and a giant first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Kill.
22-jet bomber.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the safety creep. Check three.
Look at me. Door.
He's crashing.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the run.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Ready?
46. Mike, 46.
Hard.
Watch out.
You're out.
Safe.
Snap.
Now Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
High 7.
20, Mike, 52. You got it, son. Check 3.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slant, slant. Hey, tight. Motion. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Throwing again. Allen. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
SOS. Check 99. Check 99. 36. Sponge. No.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 46-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, 5 5. 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Allen to throw once more. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
64, win.
Allen now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Greystone travel.
Mike 54. Hey, that's what I do. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Tight go. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 31. Check 3. Check 3. Check 49. Check 49. Check
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
61, matchbox lights.
Rush in. Check.
Squeeze.
Switch.
Watch it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken short. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Hey, Delta.
All day. 49.
Big
From the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Look at the spin. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Keep playing. Stop
The 26-yard line.
Let's get it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Slam, slam, slam. Jam, 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 jam. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try the left side. Moss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'll get him.
Hey, tight.
Kill, kill, kill. Bang, 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 bang. Watch that. Check. Check, check.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 38-yard line.
Hey, Manny! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick your game up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Go.
Watch the pass.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Count 80.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, come on now.
Alert.
Kill.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Protein spill. Leo.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Check. Hit it.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the double.
15. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Watch the curl. Switch. Undercross.
X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And some room to maneuver. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Watch twist.
6-6. Pull it high.
You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
2.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check.
Ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Safety's creeping.
Again, it's Barkley. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
First down, Bills.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Back, back, back. Check. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And Diggs has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
54. Mike 54. I got him. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 52.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. It's hauled in by Shepard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
49. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oliver made the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You ain't doing nothing today.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
46 to Mike. 46.
They'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. This is Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Lucky. Switch. Deuce. Check. Fresno.
Regular. Hey, hold.
Turn up. Kill.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Let's go. Right there. 54 Mike. How you getting the headache? Watch twist.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
More gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 2-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He don't know no better. Alert!
Mike spot 4.
Hey, check.
Big Ed. Back's mine.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Check the backer. Check the hot read. Shit.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Alert 3. Check 24.
Stop.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
Joker.
Hey, tight. Monday.
Right there. 54.
Five wide.
No.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
57 to Mike. You go 9-9.
On 1st down, Moss. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7.